I finished my video and I saw this comment in the comment section, and I want to clear this up. I never bought his website. He's speaking about another YouTuber, another blogger. That got nothing to do with me, okay? The website that I own is DomisLive.com. Go visit that sometime. And this is what I'm saying, Akademiks. When you generalize, people think you're speaking about me. So you got to stop generalizing and put a name on what you're saying. This ain't me, guys. Roll the video, though.
My nigga, Meek ain't relevant. I'm telling y'all the facts. Tape it, record it, put it out. Meek ain't relevant. I put him on my page as much as I do because I try to be fair. Drake is the hottest in the motherfucking world. All them fucking stand pages he got, why don't they build a platform? You know why? Because they fucking suck. None of them got no talent. None of them could hold an audience. None of them could actually cultivate what I did.
Akademiks. That's who we're up against, folks. Now, I see some of you guys out there saying this, and I feel the same way, man. Don't you just miss the old Akademiks? The old Akademiks that used to call out rappers like Soulja Boy when they were out here frauding. Now, it amazes me that we don't see the same treatment from him and 6ix9ine, but okay. But I guess these days he's too busy getting them Wednesday thigh rubs and playing Dance Dance Revolution with rappers. But hey, whatever makes your life happy. You do you, boo. I'm going to continue to do YouTube. This is what I love to do. Now, I'm sure some of you guys out there saw me on Axe Stream the other day, right? I went on there. I thought I handled myself pretty good, especially when the dude wasn't muting my freaking mic and lowering me.
Hey, you know,
Dom,
you're
Vic
Mensa's son. You're Vic Mensa's son, because when he was in your face and he called you a bitch and said he was gonna slap you, fucking did nothing.
Dom,
get online and
Dom,
you start talking crap.
Yo, say something.
What's up, Akademiks?
Oh, see, Dom is trash, man. Dom, so
hey, you started that.
Dom. You got bedtime? You got bedtime?
Huh?
You got bedtime? You're 32. You got bedtime, bro?
No.
Okay, just relax.
You've been 27 for like 5 years.
Okay.
So just chill.
Cool.
You've been 27 5 years, little whack. So you should chill on that. You're probably the same age as me, man.
27. I'll be 27. Okay, good.
You've been 27 for like 5 years, Act. Come on.
Sure. So
come on, Act.
People was loving the freaking show that was going on, but I thought we were gonna have a conversation over things like why he's been sneak dissing everyone in the hip hop community, or even he ended up stealing my Test My Gangster World Tour reference. If you notice, he hasn't used since I called him out. And also how people feels that he has created this agenda for 6ix9ine. Now, Ak, I know you're watching this right now, even though you say you don't watch other hip hop news commentators. You say that, right? But you know us all. And not only that, how did my intro make it in your recent TK video? You part of the gang now?
I just like calling Double XL out on their hypocrisy, because they'll put anything out just for fucking views, okay? You guys know, even if he is voted or people want him to make it, y'all.
Now I see a few of his biased fans out there. I'm not going to say all of them because some has actually reached out to me, but some of his fans are saying, Dom, you got on. I mean, damn, if you call someone lowering your microphone and muting you while you're trying to make a point and dissing you while you're muted, getting on, okay.
So there's a point you were, what? Bigger than me, and then what happened? I'm going to turn you up. So there's a point you were bigger than me, and then what happened? Talk about it.
When I had 500,000, I was bigger than you. My channel got deleted.
And then what happened?
I built another channel and made that to 170K. That got deleted. So at that point, I made another gaming channel. I made that to 100K. Okay? Then
let me mute your stupid ass. Shut the fuck up about that. Anyway, you're muted. All right, anyway. Okay.
Yo, Big Ak gotta flex them E-muscles hard though. Okay.
But it's an honor to be on my platform. I'm telling every rapper that. Yes, I'm letting my nuts hang. Every rapper, it's an honor. I'm not like this nigga, I'm not like this corny ass nigga DomisLive who's just, oh my god, the fuck? I don't know some of these niggas. The fuck I owe them a coverage. I'm not like you. No, you can speak. I I thought you just was quiet.
Dude, you had me fucking muted. Like,
Nigga, you were in my ear and you didn't say
you
fucking
were
word. Stop it.
long-winded as fuck. You were going off on this rant.
You know why, nigga? Because it's my fucking stream. Once them niggas, matter of fact, I can tell you the honest truth. I won't come and cast it over. I'm gonna mute you again. Match. You're fucking trash. That's why I don't give a fuck about you.
Now listen, Akademiks likes to flex his internet muscles, but you guys got to remember, this is the same guy that Vic Mensa sat a foot from and said, "I want to smack you, you bitch." And Akademiks sat there looking stupid. But when he's online, he's going to flex them e-muscles. I'm going to ask you guys a question here. If someone is lowering my voice volume, raising theirs, and even sometimes muting my mic just to talk crap while I'm muted, damn, I mean, what am I supposed to do in that situation? I can't go over there and freaking disconnect his internet. What do you want me to freaking choke the man through the Wi-Fi signal? Now, I had a lot of people reach out to me from both sides, actually, even some of his fans saying, "Yo, Dom, look, I thought what he did was messed up, how he was muting you when you were making points." But some of you guys act like you can actually shut someone up when they're talking crap to you online. I mean, look, when my mic was at the same level, I'm talking that smack. Now, moving on, though, because some people are forgetting who this guy really is. I mean, listen, this is the same guy that Joe Budden gave wet willies to on Everyday Struggle for 6 months. And instead of him speaking to Joe man to man, you know what he did? He ran to Twitch to talk behind his back, and he begged his supporters to show up. And guess what we all did, right? Because I was one of those people actually rolling with him. We showed up to the next day on Everyday Struggle, and we watched him not even stand up for himself, while the previous night he was talking all that talk and he did nothing.
Wait, time out. No, I'm well versed and knowledgeable, so Red Cafe is on my radar.
Currently?
He is now on your radar, though.
Yes, currently.
Not mine.
I know, because you're a YouTube baby. Red Cafe has been a ghostwriter in hip-hop for quite some time, for a lot of records that you know. You wouldn't know that. Know why? You're a fucking YouTube baby.
That's an inside information. Like,
so, man,
that's I
know. So let's make sure we draw the line of insider and fucking YouTube baby. Now.
All right.
Wow, so you mean to tell me less than a year ago he didn't have the inside information that he was trying to sun me on?
No, Atlantic. Are you familiar? Have you ever dealt with a record label?
I know.
No, nigga. Have you ever?
Trying to big bro me.
No, I'm not big bro you. I'm not big bro.
Next question.
No, I'm not big bro you. I'm not big bro you. I'm not big bro you. Have you ever? No, I'm asking a direct question, bro. Don't do that. Let me ask you a question.
I know.
Have you ever talked to anybody who writes for Atlantic?
Chill. Listen,
And your birthday is when?
May.
So you'll be 27 shortly.
Yeah.
Is Kodak Black aiming? Are you in the demographic that he's aiming for?
I don't care what he's aiming for.
I didn't ask you that. Are you in the fucking demographic that Kodak Black is aiming for, Mr. Well-versed Kodak Black fan man?
I don't know if he's aiming for a demographic or a certain type
See
of
what I mean?
fuck with his music.
See what I mean?
You don't.
Once again, this is the guy that flexes his internet muscles by muting people during conversation, but in person, what does he do?
Every rapper for the last 25 years has been talking about lists. YouTube baby, man.
Hold on.
They all talk about lists.
This is coming from the guy who
I've been talking about lists. I ain't even on that many lists. I've been talking about them.
Okay. However,
Red Cafe talks about lists. We all talk about lists. Are you fucking? That's my fucking point. Somebody you don't know, who you should if you were well versed in hip hop.
But I do know.
Hey, that's the old act right there, because Big Ego Act let those britches get too big, and he thought people were actually watching Everyday Struggle for him. Well, guess what? You brought your fans to the show, and when Joe Budden left, they left with him. Maybe you should have let your nuts hang in that situation and stood up for Joe Budden. Now, unlike Akademiks, I will actually admit when I take an L or a W in the stream. Now, there was a situation where, of course, where I said Akademiks manages Selena. Now, even though he came out and said that, he wanted to manage Selena, and she said she wanted him to manage her. And I showed you guys video of 6ix9ine's baby mother saying that the whole thing between 6ix9ine and Selena being together was orchestrated by Akademiks. Now, that's the proof I had right there. And of course, that would be enough proof to make a video and say, I think Akademiks is managing Selena. But that's what I should have said in that situation instead of saying 100% he is managing Selena. So with that right there, to the chat niggas and to my gang and to Akademiks, I will say in that situation, I should have said, I think Akademiks is managing Selena. This is one of those industry moves that Ak is very well of. If I made a video on the Kardashians and I have like 95% proof and I don't have 100% facts, I could get sued. So regardless if I think you're lying, lesson learned and on to the next. One of my W's from the stream, I believe, is when I called Akademiks out on whether or not 6ix9ine had ghostwriters. Now I'm going to let Adam from No Jumper explain this situation to you guys. He's a good friend of Akademiks, and I believe he's being very fair in this situation.
When I was on live stream with DJ Akademiks, we're on live stream, we start talking about Tekashi 6ix9ine, all of a sudden he FaceTimes Tekashi 6ix9ine, and you know, we're going to tell him, like this was the plan, was to tell Tekashi 6ix9ine, yo, you're on stream. Just because you never know when you hit up one of your friends, who knows what they got going on. Maybe they got a girlfriend and they're going to talk about some other girl. Maybe they're going to talk about who shot so-and-so. That's not smart. Don't talk about that on the phone. But, you know, you never know what somebody's going to talk about. So it's only right that you warn them when you hit them up and you're live. Hey, I'm live. You got to tell them you're live, because otherwise, you know, if they say something out of pocket, you're going to look like a dickhead because you didn't properly warn them that you were on live. So as soon as we call Tekashi 6ix9ine, Akademiks, you know, he's saying right away, he's saying, yo, we on live. Before Akademiks can even tell him that we're on live, what's Tekashi say? He goes, yo, you got to hear this new reference track I got. I'm going to be totally honest. When I heard that, I was very confused because I had never even heard the rumor that Tekashi 6ix9ine had ghostwriters. I'd never really heard that before. So when he said he had a reference track, I was thinking in my head, well, there's two options here. Number one, he got a reference track from somebody else, which means that somebody else wrote a song for him, gives it to him, the beat, the lyrics, everything, and then he basically re-records it. That's how a reference track works. But I was also thinking, Tekashi 6ix9ine is very popular right now. Maybe he was doing a reference track for somebody else. That happens a lot too. Maybe, you know, I don't know who he could potentially be ghostwriting for, but, you know, it could happen. So I thought that was very interesting, but I didn't, you know, make a judgment about it exactly. But, you know, people did rip that clip and put it online and stuff. So then earlier I was listening to, there's a 3.5 hour live stream. DJ Akademiks and this guy DomisLive News, who's like a very DJ Akademiks-esque YouTuber. He makes videos that are basically about drama and all the bullshit, like the same way Akademiks does, kind of. And they had a bunch of issues. So there's a 3.5 hour long live stream of them together. By the way, everybody send your requests if you want to jump into this chat, because I'm going to let some people come in here after, as soon as I'm done this little rant. But, so I'm looking at it. I'm watching it. And like they keep talking about me, because basically DomisLive's argument was that Akademiks is full of shit. And I'm not hating on Akademiks. Akademiks is my guy. I love Akademiks. But I thought this was a pretty well played argument. DomisLive says, yo, Akademiks, you're full of shit because you made the video. This is what he said. DomisLive said, you made a video about Bad Baby and Tekashi 6ix9ine beefing, and you mentioned that Bad Baby has ghostwriters, which we all know that. But you didn't mention, this is what Dom said. Dom said, you didn't mention that you know that Tekashi 6ix9ine has ghostwriters. And Akademiks is like, I don't know that. I've never been in the studio with him when he was doing somebody else's verse, blah, blah, blah. Akademiks got a little evasive. It seemed like he didn't really want to be talking about this. And I totally understand, because 6ix9ine is his boy. But DomisLive is saying, yo, you know that he uses ghostwriters. And the evidence that Dom brought to the table was that clip from the live stream where Tekashi said that he had a reference track. Not that bad of evidence. It's not completely conclusive. I didn't make a complete judgment when I heard it on the stream. but not a bad argument. And then also he pointed out, Trippie Redd said, I guess, on Akademiks' live stream, he said 6ix9ine is a ghostwriter, which I did not know about that until today, until I just heard DomisLive talk about it. So I'm like, that's not a bad point. Like, he kind of cornered Akademiks into like he basically just keeps repeating those points to the point where Akademiks basically has to acknowledge that he knows the 6ix9ine. Like, he does acknowledge it. He says, like, yes, I know he uses writers. And you got to admit that DomisLive has a point right there. Because Akademiks goes pretty hard on people that get exposed as having ghostwriters. Let's think about Drake. He used that shit like crazy. You know, he made a whole bunch of videos about, you know, Drake having ghostwriters and everything. Hold on, got to do this. He went hard on Cardi B just recently about the fact that it kind of came out that she had ghostwriters. Obviously, everybody knows that she has ghostwriters and everything. But he hasn't made any videos about Tekashi saying that Tekashi has ghostwriters, even though, and Akademiks literally hung up the phone so that Tekashi wouldn't keep talking when we were on our stream, and he called. I don't know a lot about this DomisLive guy, but I got to admit, he did pretty good right there when he called out Akademiks for that. It was pretty convincing.
Now, in this video, you're going to hear 6ix9ine say, I'm writing. Then he's going to then say, I got my reference tracks by. And he was about to say the person's name, but that's when Akademiks start to stop him from speaking, and he then hung up the phone.
Yo, where's 6ix9ine?
Yo, I'm writing. Yo, you want to hear my reference track by
All right.
I'm not gonna repeat what he just said, but
I'm gonna just hang up real
you
quick.
guys like might have found out about some interesting industry stuff if that had kept going.
No, he's a troll. No, it's just that because like
I heard reference track.
Yeah, me too.
For who?
No. When he talks to me
You're
like
his manager. Who?
no, when he talks to me like that, I mean he writes to other people. But
Now, as you guys heard, when Adam confronts him about that, Akademiks then says he writes for other people. I mean, look, that sounds like the same excuse that people use for Drake. Yeah, he has ghostwriters, but he writes for other people too.
But when he talks to me like that, he's about to say some troll shit. He doesn't know that we're on live.
No, I know.
So I got to tell him off rip.
No, yeah. Whenever I FaceTime somebody, normally I say, you're on live, so don't say anything crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
see, I should say that shit. Yo, 6ix9ine. Yo. Don't say nothing crazy. We on live. Yeah. Don't say nothing crazy. We on live.
Now, once again, after Akademiks hung up the phone, when 6ix9ine was about to say who his reference track was from, he calls him up again and he stops him before saying what he was going to say. Now, 6ix9ine later said to Akademiks, when he told him that he was online, he then said, I don't care. Take that for what it's worth. You guys listening to me questioning Akademiks about his reporting on 6ix9ine and ghostwriters.
Control
Let me ask you
consists of
a
truth.
Hey, does 6ix9ine have ghostwriters?
The 6ix9ine have a ghostwriter? Probably.
Oh, no. You know. Does he have ghostwriters?
Probably. Actually,
No. Does he have ghostwriters?
hold on. I've been in studio with them. I know there's a guy who definitely helps him with some shit. Yeah.
Oh, he has ghostwriters.
I don't know if they're ghostwriters. I'm never around when they wrote shit.
Come
I
on,
want to
Hey,
clarify.
let me ask you this question. Hey, when he was on Adam and No Jumper, and he got the reference tracks, what's up with that?
You said what?
When you were on Adam, and he called in and said he had reference track, he got his reference track.
No, yo, I'm not. Wait, I'm not.
nothing-
Okay, listen what I'm saying.
You know nothing about that.
That whatever that is, he didn't continue that conversation with me. Truthfully.
But-
Now,
but-
wait.
but
Hold on.
you
Hear what I'm
were
saying.
You were
My
cutting him
nigga.
off.
No.
You were cutting him off.
Hear
Bro.
what I'm saying. I'm not defending. Bro, could you shut the fuck up and
You're
listen to
hiding
me?
the fact that he has ghostwriters.
Bro, I don't. My nigga.
See, listen. You exposed the fact that Bad Baby had ghostwriters, but you failed to mention that Tekashi had them in the same video.
All right, hold on. All right, well, let's do breaking news now.
Is that fair though? No,
My
is that
nigga,
fair?
are you?
Is that fair?
Bro, could you let me speak now? Am I on shit?
I'm asking. No. You asked me direct questions. I'm asking you a direct question. Is that fair? You know that Tekashi has reference tracks and people write for him. But in your video with Bad Baby, you flat out said, "Yo, she has ghostwriters," but you didn't mention the fact that Tekashi did.
Wait,
is that fair? Yes or no? Is that fair?
I don't know if Tekashi has ghostwriters. Hold on, but here's what I'm saying. No, wait. Here's what I'm saying.
I told you he had reference tracks.
My nigga. No, hold on. Just be honest. Be honest. Be honest.
Insecure God?
Yeah,
You know
no, hold
Insecure
on.
God?
No, wait. Let me say.
Slozer? You know Slozer, Insecure God?
Let me say this to you. Let me say this to you.
Answer that question. Do you know Insecure God?
Let me say this to you. There's someone.
Let's hide it. Let's keep hiding it.
No. We're gonna get back to that. Let me just say this. There's a guy who rolls with Tekashi. He only knows me through Tekashi. He knows about because we record the same studio. And by the way, no, I can't hear like the engineer is a real solid dude. He doesn't let me hear Tekashi tracks unless Tekashi tells him to. I've never been around when they wrote shit. If he had a ghostwriter, I would definitely not be surprised.
No, he's never mentioned to you that he had a ghostwriter or reference tracks. Yes or no?
That he had a ghostwriter? No, he has people that helped him. I mean, in terms of ghostwriter, no, wait. In terms of all right, let's remove ghost. I hate the thing ghost. He has people that
you hate the term ghost.
My nigga,
listen, wait. You hate the term ghost, but he doesn't mention anyone in his writing credits. That is a ghost.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Where?
Yes, he does.
Where?
Go look. Wait.
What song?
You're not seeing ASCAP and BMI Publishing, are you? No, right? So you have no idea. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on.
Genius. I checked.
Okay, and does that have all the credits from everybody who's really credited on a song?
He didn't have.
No. Yes or no, my nigga. Yes or no. Is that all the credits?
Listen, for other artists, yes, it definitely does. For Tekashi, there was none.
No, not for any artist really.
For Tekashi, there was none.
Bro, the real credits come from a different. That's where publishing. Hold on, my nigga. Hold on, my nigga. Wait. Stop skipping around, man. That's where real money comes in because that's where publishing rights actually has to get registered.
So
now,
no, nigga.
Let's
look at that right now and let's see if you recognize anyone's name.
No. I know for a fact there are many people who have writing credits on the shit. He's not the only one who's writing. The fuck? I would never say that.
There's many people writing for him. You're saying that right now. He has ghostwriters.
He has writers. What the fuck? Yes.
So he has ghostwriters. Okay. So you finally but in your Bad Baby song, you knew that he had ghostwriters, but you only called out that she had ghostwriters, and no one else sees that as a problem. You said directly she has ghostwriters, but you never mentioned he did.
6, 7. It was 9, or maybe it was.
You've been exposed, man.
Anyway, first of all, even if he does have a reference track, how am I exposed? Nigga, I got a project, and I'm open about my shit.
You're exposed for being biased because he just told you he had a reference track there, okay? Trippie Redd told you that he had writers, okay? You already knew that he had writers, and in your video with Danielle Bergoli, you painted her as to only having writers, and you never mentioned that he had a writers or reference track. You never mentioned that. That makes you biased. Admit that. That makes you biased.
You're fucking garbage. And hold on. No, nigga, no. I'm answering to you. I'm answering to you.
Now, if you guys notice, whenever I had Akademiks pinned to something, he would then say, Dom, you're garbage. You're stupid. You're an idiot. And he would put out this propaganda that I don't know what I'm talking about just so he can weasel his way out of what I'm accusing him of.
So you have zero facts. Hold on. None of my facts you can weasel out of it. Why? Okay. Weasel out of my facts. My nigga.
You said you believe Trippie when Trippie said that 6ix9ine had ghostwriters. You believe Trippie, right?
Yes, but I believe a lot of shit in the industry that I wouldn't report until I had facts. Because if I went off all my beliefs and what I heard, I would be. Hold on, nigga. If I did that, I'd be reporting a lot of shit.
So when Trippie said that, did you then ask 6ix9ine?
No.
Why would you not ask him, Akademiks?
You know why? Because I've never been around when he recorded shit.
You see what I'm saying there? When someone tells you that 6ix9ine has a ghostwriter and you don't do your due diligence to ask 6ix9ine about that, you know how that makes you look?
Okay.
You know you're lying about
No, let me ask you guys a real question. Do you believe that him and 6ix9ine, as close as they are, they have never had a talk about reference tracks or writers? Even after that day of 6ix9ine telling him that he had a reference track. Never questioned it. Now, please keep this in mind. AK is also going to admit that the same engineer that works for 6ix9ine works for him, and he asked him if 6ix9ine had reference tracks. But why didn't you just ask 6ix9ine?
The moment we get a reference track, I will do 20 videos exposing Tekashi. I want that reference track. Honestly, I've asked, and I won't bring him on here, but like the guy who is the engineer for his shit, all his shit, and mine, I asked him the same shit. Yo, if 6ix9ine had a reference track and if homie was on some grimy shit, he would send it to me, and I would definitely put it out first. Nigga, I've been trying to get all of Quentin Miller's reference track. I tried to hit up the studio for Partisan with Cardi.
That right there should seriously be under question. You will ask the engineer if he has reference tracks, but you won't ask your friend if he has reference tracks or writers? Okay. For that reason right there is why people like me and other people out there believe that Akademiks has covered Tekashi very biased. Now, with that being said, I want to show you guys a trash post from Akademiks. Now, listen, in his live stream, he tried his best to paint me as a person that never does research while saying that he does his research before he reports on stuff. Remember he said that? I also want to tell you guys, listen, I'm going to make mistakes in the future. I am not perfect. There's times where mistakes are made and I will correct those mistakes. Now, this is a very important post that Akademiks put up. And keep in mind, like Tekashi going to LA has been one of the most biggest events in hip hop drama history. Okay. Let's be honest here and admit that most of the people who don't even watch these type of videos online that we do was glued to Tekashi's Instagram page and all these other rappers that weekend of the All-Star trying to find out what's going on and if they were going to do something to him in LA, right? There's a post that Akademiks put up and he did absolutely no research in this whole situation at all. There were a lot of rappers in his comments letting him know what was going on. Now, the video in question is like Tekashi 6ix9ine saying that he's in LA. Now, there was some dispute over what he said. I remember people in my comments when I exposed Tekashi on this whole situation, they were trying to say some other stuff. Now, if you guys look at Akademiks' caption, it says Tekashi 6ix9ine pulled up to LA for All-Star Weekend in a Rolls Royce. Well, get this. That exact car right there is not even Tekashi's. That car is his jeweler's, which is Jimmy Boy. Now, I mentioned to you guys that there were people in Akademiks' comments letting him know that this was like a car shop in Houston, Texas. Even the LA rappers were letting him know in this comment section, and that led to them dissing Akademiks because they felt that he was reporting fake news. Now, please keep this in mind. I ended up Googling the name of this place. I made a video on it, and I let everyone know out there what was going on. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because you can't come at me for doing my reporting, and it appears that you're not doing your research on some of the things that you post as well. Now, listen, we all know Tekashi was trolling, but if Akademiks is going to be the leader in news, it's his job to give the people real information and not go along with the troll information that Tekashi is putting out. This situation right here, him saying that he was in LA while he was really in Houston, this irritated those LA rappers, and that could have led to something very bad happening to Tekashi. But we all know what happened with Tekashi there. He was in LA, but guess what? He was in his hotel. He was delaying the different spots that he was at. This could have been very bad. Someone like Akademiks grew a lot from the whole Soulja Boy beef thing. You remember when he was exposing Soulja Boy left and right? He was exposing him left and right for having fake houses, having these fake contracts where he signed for $500 million, and he was doing his due diligence, the old AK, and he was exposing Soulja Boy. Where is that for Tekashi in these situations? Where is that? I think that's the question that a lot of people are asking right now when it comes to him reporting on Tekashi. Anyway, thanks for watching me, guys. With this whole Akademiks situation, I'm done with that, but we're moving on to something else, and I promise you guys that you will want to see my next video. It's about to get real.